Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and to all the fans of Eplan, welcome to Every Friday with Eplan Tip. Magic begins to raise the standard. So, what is today's topic? Okay, so today's topic is in the previous video, I just explained you there is a gold mine of Eplan data is available in Eplan Engineering Standard where you can get a lot of samples and all those things. So, hope you remember that, right? So, let me just go here. Yeah, you can just remember that you can get a templates, application examples, industry projects, best practices, and you also highlighted that especially the team, this engineering standard team is doing a wonderful job, and especially Tom Wolf, he is very dynamic, very sportive, and you can also see him so active in LinkedIn. Okay, and his team is coming up with lot of things in Eplan Engineering Standard. Many times, what happens is you have a lot of data, but you don't know how to extract a report or a form or a plot frame or a symbols, whatever data you have it, but still it will be there, but you are not able to use it. So that's why we will try to understand is it possible that can I use that form in my project? And whatever this Eplan engineering standard team is building lot many things, how I can utilize those things in my project. So as I said earlier also, most important is you have to go through Eplan basic training and implementation. That's where you get an idea on the Eplan terminologies and the kind of documents when you get how to take it into your project and start utilizing in a much better fashion. So that's why I'm again and again I'm highlighting it as if you are get the awareness on that Eplan terminologies, then that becomes easy for you to get over there. And especially that Eplan engineering team is Eplan engineering standard team is doing a wonderful job, because as you saw in the last video I showed you so many sample projects are available, so many things are being done there, and if you don't know how to utilize them and start integrating into your projects, then it will be not of great use, right? So that is very important for you to know that there is something you, for a simple thing I'm just taking from here is, if I like that form and if I want to use it in my project, what is that I'm supposed to do it, or do I need to redraw everything from the scratch? Yeah, so those things we are going to discuss in today's video. Okay, so if you like a symbol, if you like a form, plot frame, or anything you like in the Eplan engineering standard, or if some other person gives you a project and if you want to edit something on the plot frame, something on the form, all those things, please remember one keyword should get into your head. It's nothing but synchronization. So if you get familiar with this word, then your things becomes much easier. And the kind of data right now you are getting it is huge data you are getting it, but you should know how to utilize them to your needs. That is very important for you to know on those lines. To extract those things, first thing you have to know what is this synchronization. Okay, and in synchronization I can say that there are two types of synchronization right now we can do. One is a project synchronization, other one is a part synchronization. In today's topic we are focusing on project synchronization. So before we get into synchronization and we go a little more detail on that, I also want you to understand what is this master data. Okay, that is another important thing is important for you to understand with respect to synchronization. So what are the things you should be aware? One, you should know how to click that synchronize project, and whenever you make some changes in the form, you get a message saying that synchronize the synchronized data. So do you need to click yes or do you need to click no? If you click no, what is that problem is going to happen? If you click yes, what happens? Okay, these things also we are going to discuss. And second is you also need to know what is this PMD and what is this SMD. The good thing is now Eplan Engineering Standard project I have downloaded. What about data? Can I get those forms? How to extract it? It is in the project, but I want to edit that. I want to work on that. So when you say you want to edit or you want to work on that, you want to modify it, remember that that will be only possible if it is available in your system. So that we call it as system master data. So we will go a little more deeper as I go there. Okay. But last but not the least, even when I make some modifications in the form, when I try to close it, so when it asks, will it happens when I make a modification, will it happens inside the project data, project master data, or does the changes happen in system master data? So that things also we will try to understand one after the other. Okay, this is very, very important for us to get an idea on those lines. So before I go there, I also want to tell you that with respect to master data, you should get familiar with these three things. What is that? Three master data. The first one, I would love to say that it is OMD. Second one, I want to say you that it is SMD. The third one is nothing but PMD. So the first one, what I was talking about was OMD is nothing but original master data. So this original master data is the one when you install any Eplan software with you, like P8, Eplan Pro Panel or pre-planning, anything you try to install, okay, automatically you will get a default set of projects, forms, images, everything will be stored under OMD. It is like you're taking a new phone. In that you see the default apps will be readily available. As you add, it will be more apps will be there. So default apps, I can say it as OMD, original master data. Okay, and after that, once you get the license, so what is that important? Once you get the license, and you would have given one such any particular folder where the transfer of the data happens. Means once you get the Eplan license, and after that all the data like your ESS sample project, ESS sample macro, all the images, default images, forms, schemes, you have some 8 to 10 different types of folders, all those things will be transferred to your SMD. So SMD is a place where you feel that tomorrow you will be keep adding your projects. Okay, during installation you might have given C drive, D drive or anything. Tomorrow if you want to change it to server, yes, it can be changed. But remember, this system master data is something is very, very important. When it comes to synchronization, this particular part is very important for us to understand. During installation, I would have done in C drive, but tomorrow if I want to switch to server, yes, you can do it. But wherever you store the project, forms, images, plot frames, schemes, that should be your system master data. Okay, that is very, very important for you to understand. Okay, and the last but not the least, whichever project you do it, every project in Eplan which will have this extension with EDB, and you will have it like ELK, your EDB is your project master data. It will be storing all the forms, plot frames, symbols and everything, but that you can't directly go inside the EDB and extract it. It is not possible. So to extract that, it has to be through synchronization. That is the reason I am saying, when somebody gives you a project, when you take some project from the Eplan Engineering Standard, most important thing you have to remember is synchronization. If you understand this simple synchronization, you can do a lot of wonderful things with help of this. Whichever you felt that these forms are not easy to do it, today it becomes more easier for you. And please remember, this Eplan Engineering Standard team is working, right? It's such a wonderful job they are doing it is if you want to build your form, you can't build a bigger team. So that team is already, the Eplan Engineering Standard team is indirectly helping you to build a virtual team for you. So whatever you feel that I want to do such things are already done there. So all that you have to do it is go there, take the suitable form, suitable plot frames, suitable templates, suitable, what do you say that, 3D samples, everything we can take it. So how to take it is something which you have to learn. So when you take it, how to utilize them is what is very, very important. As I say earlier also, until unless you don't invest time, you can't gain knowledge. When you don't gain knowledge, you can't do much wonderful things with help of Eplan. So that is very important for us to understand on those lines. And again, I'm repeating, it's Eplan Engineering Standard team is like a virtual team for us. They are trying to help us in those lines. So until unless you don't go through your basic training, implementation, you are not working on Eplan, then these whatever data is available, it will be of not great use for us. So that is very important for us to know that how to extract and start using it, know about more Eplan terminologies, then that becomes very, very, very useful for us to use in our day in, day out. Okay, so without delay, what we do it is we will try to jump into that Eplan and we will try to see that what all the things we will be able to do it. So let me see that. Do I have Eplan? Yes, I have a Eplan here. I'm opening the Eplan. You can see that I already opened this particular project. You can see it, correct? So this project is already opened here. You can see there are a lot of forms are available, correct? You have a title page. If I go down, I have a different table of contents. As I said last time also, I showed you a lot of forms there. If you can remember, we also have a function diagrams. So all these things, if you feel that I want to extract it and I want to use in my day in day out, so please remember first how to extract will happen only through Synchronize project. So before I go there, I also want to stress a little more on those lines is before you get into any synchronization. I want to stress you, this is very important for us to understand is, so whenever you do installations or whenever you've done any installations, if you go to help, file help, and after that if you go to system informations, here you can see that you will be getting to know that, okay, where is your Eplan OMD and installed system master data and all others will be your user settings. Correct, right? So this is something which is important for me. So today I have made it in D. Tomorrow if I require in server or whatever, ultimately that will be my system master data. So how? So please remember, if you go to file settings, okay, so before you go to any project or anything, or before you do that any synchronization or anything, I want you to get this part clear. What is that? Go to user management directories. So this is a place which is very important for you to know. What is that? User management directories. So please make sure these directories should be mapped properly and you should have your folders at a proper place. Whether you want to put it in the server, whether you want to put it in the local drive, whether you want to put anywhere else, it's fine. But when you say synchronization, always it refers this directory. Please remember, this is a directory which will always it will try to refer. So if you have not set your directories proper, then there will be a problem in your synchronization. So please make sure your default directories are properly done. Okay, this is very, very important. I also suggest you that at the end of like projects, templates, at the end you try to keep your company name with a short and sweet. Okay, so if I have a Rital, I can say that RIPL, right? So Rital India Private Limited, so RIPL, like that. So if you see ESS, Eplan Software Services, right? So what I'm saying it is, don't write a bigger names, try to make it 3 to 4 letters, so that for you when it goes to company name, after that whatever you have it, all those things are related to your forms, plot frames, images, macros, everything can be proper there. So, and don't put unnecessary dot, comma, write a bigger names. All those things are not good to have a good practice on those lines. So please keep it short and sweet. Try to keep it as small as possible with your end with your company name. This is the best thing to do it. Okay. And one more thing you have to remember in that is parts. So please make sure part is also properly synced. So in the directories, you will tell that right place where that parts are available, whether you are using a Eplan part or SQL one. So that part will be just showing you. After that, if you go to the parts, especially on the Eplan parts, you will be showing that you have to go there and tell that which is ADB and ALK file. You will select a suitable file. For this also, if you feel that, okay, I want to create, okay, I want to create this particular one like server. Yeah, this can also be done on those lines. These are the 2 directories are very, very important for you to know. Okay, so now we have understood this part. Now we'll see that how to take those forms, plot frames, everything into my system. Please remember, whatever forms you have seen like title page and all those things will be part of your PMD, means project master data. Now we are interested to get, if I have forms, plot frames, everything in PMD, how to take it to SMD. And remember, SMD is nothing but the directory setting what I showed you. That is a place where if you get those forms, plot frames, symbols and everything, you can utilize, you can modify, you can do whatever you require. So until unless whatever forms you see here, if you don't get it into SMD, you can't modify anything. Modification can happen only if it is SMD. SMD is nothing but your file settings directory, whatever you are shown. That is called system master data. Okay, let's see that. Now, for example, I want to see that. What is the form name? Yeah, there are 2 ways to find out. Some people will give the form name here. Some people, you can also right click on the particular form. Go to property. Here also you will get a name. Here if you see, this is EES F26010V01. You can see what type of form it is. Title page. Because in Eplan forms, you have some 40 different types of forms are available. You should also know which form you are looking for. So when I go to form open and I want to make some modification on this. So first make sure that you're talking about which form. Okay, title page, cover sheet. Do you have that one? you can see that I don't have anything called ESS. Oh God, I don't have anything called ESS. So how to get that? So that is a place where this will come handy. Which one? We have to click on synchronization of current project. So when I click on this particular one, now you can see that automatically the window is opening. And when you see these default directories, it is nothing but it is referring to your system master data. So where you have connected that particular one. This is very important for us. So always try to make your directories proper to this. Okay. And please remember your left side is your PMD, right side is your SMD, means system master data. I think already they have written here. You can see that system master data, project master data. As I said earlier, we can't extract these forms directly from EDP. It has to be done through this option. So where it is, if you go to master data, okay, please remember you have to go to master data tab. In that you have to choose this option. What is that? Synchronize project. So once you click on that particular one, so here you will get all these status. When you double click on the status, all these new identical everything will be sorted in one place. You can see that there are so many forms which is not available in my system. So what you have to do? All that you have to do it is just select whatever required that. So once I say select all these things, I will try to push from left to right. So once I pushed from left to right, now you see that the title page, I mean what I was looking for, you will be automatically, you will get it. See, as I said, you can see various forms are available. And the beauty is even that if you are done anything on that 3D, you will understand what is this outline extrusion. That file is also available for you. And not only that, if you have done anything, yeah, symbol library is also available. So you can extract the symbol libraries also. If somebody has done something on that particular project where you want to extract symbol library, and if it is available, you can directly start taking those things. So all those things are available in this particular Synchronize project. So once you push those things into this one, so still you have many things, but once you do it, automatically it becomes identical. Okay. So then I'll say close. Now I want to know that this particular form, whether it is available or not. So what I do, I'll go to form, I'll go to open. So now if I click on the title page, yeah, now I can see that, see, lot many things are available. So let me just check which is the one form I was looking. 010V01 010. This is a form which I was looking. See, you are getting this part. But always I suggest you that before you get into form editing or anything, try to make a copy so that you will not edit in the existing form. Okay. But I just want to show that whenever you have a form, yeah, later hope you people might be knowing there are a lot of properties are available, page property, project property and all those things that we are not discussing, but we are just discussing how to take those forms, okay, how to take those plot frames, how to take that symbol library. So I showed you that how to get those through Synchronize project. And one more thing I want to highlight it is many people will say that I make some changes here, but that is not applied to my project. It is not reflecting in my project, or sometimes it doesn't show the what I'm expecting to happen there. Okay, so I want to give you one good example on this. Like you have a QR code. Now what I do it is I'll try to move a little on the left. So now what I want to do it is now if I try to close this particular form, it will ask me for synchronization. Many times what happens is people will feel that, oh, okay, it is asking something I don't want. So when you say no means, now what happens is that change will not reflect here. Can you see? Did you see that QR code has reflected? Okay, let me update and also check whether it is doing it. So let me just quickly update. Yeah, so I clicked. Now you can see that there is no change because I said synchronization no. Even if I go now, okay, I'll say form open, okay, on that particular form date modified. Let me, okay, I'll get to know, okay, this is the latest form which I was trying to modify. So now what I do it is I will try to take the QR code little more on the left. Let's see that what happens. So I'll press X so that ortho kind of thing, yeah, click. And after that I'll close. So again it is asking, still if you say no, it won't be done. So please remember, so when I say click OK, if I go to the tools and update, it won't happen. So it will ask for a few times, but even after if you are not doing that, sometimes what happens is it will not ask anymore that window. Okay, so please make sure whenever you change a form, always try to click on yes. If you say no, if you want to update that, remember it can be done only through this method. What is that? Master data, synchronize project. Okay, and sometimes if you click on show differences, there is a high chance that it will show you. Yeah, you can see that there is a form which is available. You can see that it says that this particular one is newer, but this project master data is a older one. And always remember, please remember, by mistake, if you push this file from here to here, whatever changes you have done, everything will go in vain. So please remember, whenever you want to push anything other than only in project, you should be very careful. So I suggest you should only focus, okay, from that PMD to SMD is only in project. Other than that, other things may not be required from project master data to system master data. Okay, so if you editing and everything happens only in system master data, that is the reason I'm saying you would have edited, means definitely that form is available in your system master data, then only you would have edited. So if you want that to be updated, so what you have to do, you have to select this and you have to push this side. So once you push, means you are saying that my updated form is in the system master data, means in my directory. I'm pushing inside that EDB folder. So now it is updated. Once it gets updated, and after that, yeah, you can always be not activated. So as I said earlier also, you can focus to push only in project. Anything other than that, then try to come from system master data to project master data. Please remember this is what I would advise. So whenever you edit or if you want to do something, remember it is available in your system master data. Okay, and from this side you can push this form. But if you made a lot of changes and if you try to push from PMD to OMD, so all your changes, everything goes in vain. That's the reason sometimes I'll tell you that you make a copy of the form and then change it so that at least the copy of the form will be readily available for you. So that is very important for you to know. Editing, modification, everything happens only in system master data. This is very important for you to remember. So now if I go there, see, even I didn't update, by the time it got, automatically it is done. So that is a beauty. So if I advise you, whenever you want to make any changes or anything, as I advise you that when you make some changes here itself, you don't say no, or by mistake you are doing all these things but still sometimes you are not getting the way you wanted, so then you say that, see, always go with yes. So then I think that synchronization problem will not happen. But sometimes you come across something would have done all those things, but remember, if you're not getting the form module, made changes in system master data, but it is not getting inside your EDB folder, then this is a place where you have to go. So if you click it, you will get to know that how to transfer the data. Okay, so updated form, whatever changes you would have done, definitely will be in the system master data. You have to push to project master data. Then only all those forms and plot frames and everything you will be able to get. So as I said, whatever is required, everything will be available in this particular one. And this update will not automatically take that only in project. You see that if I click on update, see, now I have only in project here. Okay, you can see it. So if I say update project, so it will try to update whatever form is available. Maybe the changes what I have done, that update, it can take it. So if I go to that place, so it will not add any new form. So these only in project will not take there. So it will try to see that wherever there is a older, and if it is a newer, it will try to push those details only. So always remember, once you open this window, you will get a complete idea on those lines. Okay, so this is the one which you have to have it if you want to extract your reports, plot frames, symbols, or any of those things. Then remember, this is the one which you can help you there. Okay, apart from that, if you see in that particular project, if you want to see what all the stored documents, it will also try to show you there. So you might have a lot of documents there, PDF, images and everything, so that you will be getting see this all are shown here. So many files are available which is attached to that, automatically copied to that stored document is available there. But remember, this particular one, system master, synchronized system master data, it is not related to your project. It is talking with respect to your OMD to SMD. Okay, so don't get confused with this one. So right now we were discussing only on Synchronise project, and this particular one is for OMD to SMD. So sometimes what you do it is you will install the Eplan. After that, every time you install, uninstall, sometimes what happens is the particular folder what's supposed to come, forms, plot frames, all those things will not come properly. That time what we normally do it is, so then we will use this option. Otherwise, this is not required for your any of your project. Remember, this is the first installation. When you do Eplan, automatically what it will create all the default projects, forms, plot frames, parts, images, everything that will be in your OMD. And OMD is always one side. So from OMD it can go to SMD there. Okay. So that is a place where you will be using it. Otherwise, this particular one is not required for your Synchronise project. Please remember that. It is only during the installation, and if you are in the SMD folder, if you are not getting a proper folder, then this has to be done. Otherwise, that is not required to be done there. So let me just quickly show you. So when I go here, so when I say that 2025, so these are all the file folders I am talking about. If in case when I create that system master data folder, if I am not getting a forms, plot frames and all those things, then in that time I will be doing it. But generally that is not required for us in this one. So please remember, this is a Synchronise current project is the one which can help you. So now you understood how to get those forms and how to utilize them, what all the properties it is having. So all those things you have to go a little deeper and try to understand those things. Okay. So this is on the synchronizing project. So please have a look on that, extract those things. And if you want to see that what is that property name and all those things, yeah, that's why I'm saying if you undergone the basic training, those things will not be a bigger challenge for you. So if you can go inside and see, oh, what is this placeholder text, how they are taking it, what to take, all those suggestions you can get it from Eplan Engineering Standard. But if you don't know what is placeholder text, then that will be a challenge for you. So that's why the terminologies and all these things you should be aware. Then you can utilize those data into a next level. So that is a very important thing for you to know. Once again, I'm repeating. If I say in the other words, Eplan Engineering Standard is like a virtual team for us. They are helping with lot of data. It is all up to us how much of data we can go inside and utilize in our day in, day out. Okay, the more you go in, the more output you can expect out of that. So don't expect that everybody will do the spoon feeding. So all that you have to do it is you understand the basics of Eplan, then getting those data and utilizing in your project is much easier. So if you're stuck somewhere, yeah, always we have a Eplan global support. They will try to help you where it is possible. Or if you need any implementation consulting, always Eplan is with you, so that we can also help you in getting those things done in your company too. Yeah. So before I could say bye, so I want to repeat that please like to load more contents, please comment to get quality output, please share to reach maximum users, please subscribe to motivate author, and most important is don't forget, my name is Vishnuvardhan Reddy. Please remember my name, Vishnuvardhan Reddy. Jai Hind. Have a nice day.